In the UK, there's a bit of a saying, you wait ages for a bus and then two come at once. So this is the collaboration between David Barber and Keith from 5 Watt World, obviously. This was the original pedal that they sent over. This did actually knock a J-Rocket dude off of my board. So this has two sides. One is the Blues Breaker side, and the other is the Dumble ODS inspired side, maybe a little bit Zen drivey. And then this one, they've actually upped the gain. So this is like a higher gain version of the bus, and this is going to be essentially JCM 800, and then ODS is kind of what they've called it. There are only going to be 25 of these being made, so jump on that if you're really interested in this. I was interested specifically when Keith asked, because I'm someone who really does tend to use quite a bit of gain compared to my friends and people that know better. You know, I'm a big fan of gain, so let's see how it sounds, and yeah, jump on it if you want to grab one. This channel is supported by TrueFire. TrueFire is an online library of lessons from some of my favourite players. There's thousands of lessons on there. You can use the promo code JNC40 to get 40% off of any of their courses. Okay, so this is the original Barber Burn Unit, And the Satriani connection goes something like this. So this is from The Horse's Mouth. Not calling you a horse, but this is what David says. Joe had been a guitar instructor, and one of my dealers was Music Toys in New York. Teddy, the owner of Music Toys, was a student of Joe's back in the day. Teddy sold or gave Joe a burn unit. This was years ago. Joe liked the burn unit and used it in the central position of his pedalboard for a while until he made the deal to endorse Vox pedals, the saturator. I remember it being a few years with the burn unit. This was after his big albums in the 80s, so it's not on those, but it was what he chose to use live to reproduce those sounds in the 2000s, and it may have been used on recordings in that period. Of course, I never made the effort to reach out to Joe because I was afraid I'd scare him off, but it's just a story from Teddy, and it was confirmed by others who worked with Joe, and then photos Joe provided for his gear fans which showed the pedalboard. And he also spoke about it in 2005, where he updated his website about his pedalboard. The burn unit is basically the right side of this pedal, so that's kind of the Joe Satriani link. A bit more pedalboard friendly. If you can find a burn unit out there, I do really think these are awesome sounding pedals. Of course, these are available. You can find these on Reverb occasionally. That's the Joe Satriani connection. We'll just take a look at the manual. The BUSS HG or high gain is built on the circuits of the B Custom Super Sport and the Barber Burn Unit. Now the Barber Burn Unit actually was on Joe Satriani's board for a little while. He used that for years. You can find some pictures of that online. I don't think it's talked about too much. The 5W World HG edition uses these circuits to celebrate a higher range of gain than the original 5W World BUSS, deeper into modded Marshalls with a touch of cranked Vox and higher gain dumble tones. Think Talk to Your Daughter era Ford. So the left toggle settings go between the Super Sport mode with the classic British sound that can get aggressive when combined with the high harmonic setting, and then the right is the burn unit mode. This is a punchier setting that gives dumble-like thickness to your bridge pickup and can push the neck pickup all the way to warm flute-like textures, which is a hell of a thing to try to say. The right toggle, so this one, is a two-position high harmonics and ultra dynamic switch. So switch that to the left to get into high harmonics mode. Along with the extra harmonics, there is a certain amount of sponginess that comes with that. With the switch to the right, you're in ultra dynamics mode, a little bit louder, more open, and have lots of articulation. The volume control sets the output of the pedal. Most players find unity between 9 and 1 o'clock. Okay, and then we've got a high-end roll-off adjustable gains. Clean tone. So this is in the ODS mode. Okay, and the Marshall side. Definitely a ton more gain than the other pedal. Loads of sustain as well, so let's try this little mode. burn unit mode now. And if we start to kind of think about the range of gain in terms of mass, you know, getting distortion kind of levels, but super awesome tones, I think.